Hello. What is good, everybody? This is episode 164 of the Bert and Burger podcast. I'm your host, Bert, and with me is the other guy, Burger. What's good?
Yo.
Yeah, this is a podcast. Actually, you know what? I've been meaning to do this. I always think of it at the end of the podcast, but I should probably bring it up at the beginning.
Okay.
We have a Discord. Check out the description. Okay, everybody out here?
Yeah, quit being fucking gay and actually check out the fucking descriptions.
Yeah.
You honks.
The descriptions, we have clickable links to our Discord where you can come in and chat with us and hang out.
Hang with the honks.
Okay? Come hang in our official B&B fan Discord, whatever the fuck.
Mm-hmm.
In the description.
Mm-hmm.
On Twitter, TikTok, fucking Twitch, everything. Go check us out. Just do a shout out at the beginning. Fuck it. There's so much fun shit to click. Oh, and we're up on fucking Apple Podcasts too. Forgot to mention that. Finally got that shit figured out. I don't know if we said that on the podcast yet.
How did you end up figuring that one out, Birdie?
Dude, it was dumb. We had this stupid thing when we were first setting up that we were using like fake phone numbers.
Mm-hmm.
And that whole thing backfired hard. Like, we're fucking going on trying to log in. It's like, you need to have an official phone number to sign in. I know we've all heard your spiels on TikTok about that stupid dog shit.
Yeah, it was withholding
But it's like...
thousands of dollars from us because we put on some gay fucking honk number.
Yeah, some fucking Google phone number shit. Yeah, so we had that same shit on Apple. And then I go on Anchor, what we use to spread out our pod everywhere, and they're like, yo, you guys got viewers on fucking Apple. It's like, damn, no shit, really?
Yeah, Bert's like, so we're actually on Apple Podcasts. Lowell McReilly looked it up, nothing.
Yeah. So Anchor was fibbing like a motherfucker, I guess. And then I went out of my way I just made a separate Gmail to set up the account and ended up getting the fucking podcast up there that way. It was very goofy, but it ended up not being too difficult.
Yeah, as I knew it wouldn't.
So that was good. For some reason, I remember the website being like jank as fuck the first time I did it. Back when I used the phone number the first time, like the website was literally fucking scuffed.
Yeah, Bert is
so
a really big
something else
person
going on then, but
when one thing happens, whether it's a good thing that happens or a bad thing that happens, he will let that one thing cancel out all the other 99 times he tried it, and he will fixate on just that one thing. He does it with technology things.
Gay.
He does that with video game things. He even does it in the low amount of sports that he does. Hey, I made one putt with a driver one time. I now putt with drivers, and then goes and plays disc golf with us, and I see him miss almost every putt that comes up to him. He will hit maybe 5 out of 300 putts from far distances, but he will let those 5 shots just force him ignore the other 295 misses that he had. Same thing happened. Tried it one time, didn't work. It's gay. It's scuffed. Probably went to the wrong website, too.
Well,
just like you went to the wrong illegal
do it a couple
fucking
times.
website yesterday that we watched that gay fight that lasted for under 2 minutes.
Yeah, I know. I have this big thing where I don't know. I feel like maybe you perceive it more of me being like, just because I spend a lot of time on the internet doesn't mean I'm as savvy as other people.
No, I don't.
I know you said this.
Think anything of you. I just know you're better at it than I am, and that's that's facts.
I'm definitely above average.
That's it. There's nothing more to it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's kind of like I'm.
It's more of you being
so
lazy and just not wanting to do it is the issue.
Well, no, because there was multiple times. Like I not even exaggerating. There was at least 4 really solid attempts that I put in on getting our podcast up on Apple, and there was just.
We needed like 30 solid attempts, I guess.
Ended up, exactly, it's gay. I don't know, but finally we got her up.
So yeah, we'll have
nice.
The next project for Bert to work on too, where he puts serious times into it, because we have gaping holes in many things. This was like over 3-year project that he finally got down. Yeah. So now it'll take him another 3 years to do the next thing here.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like on Twitch
Pretty
last week, we
much.
had this thing to where you guys could interact with the game that we're playing. It was really cool. Like you could fuck with us. You can make the levels easier. You can make them funnier. You can do all sorts of things. And Bert's like, this will work. Then our streamers literally do exactly what he says and like it didn't work. Bert's like, okay, try it now.
See, I don't know
And
what
then
else to
they
tell
say,
you.
Didn't work. And then you're like,
I was reading
okay,
directly
now
off of
do
the
this.
thing.
And they tried it. Yeah, that didn't work either.
Yeah, I was reading directly
It's
off
just like you're
of
confident. You're so
shit.
confident in things that you shouldn't be confident in. Like you should have been like, guy, I don't fucking know. Try this. Does this work? Okay, fuck, that didn't work. Okay, what about this? You're like, oh no, got it, everybody. Ready? Watch this. Do this.
It's gotta
and
be
then
this.
bam, nope, didn't work. Okay,
Yeah.
it's got to be this right here. This is it. This is working. You guys are wrong. You're doing it wrong. It's not me.
Yeah. Yeah, that thing was kind of gay.
User error.
We were also only cooking hamburgers, and the whole meme is you get to choose different options.
Oh, now that's
but-
what you're gonna blame it on. We cooked multiple
Oh, no,
different
it was
things
definitely
that
scuffed,
night. Yeah,
but,
over the course of 2 hours.
That and steak, that was it.
Yeah, we tried.
Yeah.
We had multiple different things. It wasn't because of the fucking food we were making, you idiot. You didn't have it fucking set up right. They still should have been able
yeah.
to do something.
It wasn't set up right or wrong either. It's literally just turned on, and then they just type in the chat.
Obviously, something was incorrect.
The system was fucking cocked.
I don't know. I've seen Twitch streamers with thousands of followers not have issues with it. So
Oh, doing it on Plate Up?
I'm sure I could find
They did it
Plate
with
Up
the Plate Up
thing.
Twitch
Do
integration?
you want me to find it right
Okay.
now? Like, do I have to have fucking
Yeah.
evidence? Oh, okay. What's it called? What's
Go
it called?
ahead.
What was the?
Plate Up Twitch
Is it
integration?
called Twitch
on YouTube
integration?
or something?
Okay.
Yeah. I think they're called
That is what the software is called.
Well, it's not necessarily just a software, but
Yes. I see a video right now. I see another one. I see another one.
oh, my space.
Yeah, I see a ton of them
Yeah,
right
it
now. What? Okay. Yes. Point proven.
Okay.
I'm even seeing shorts on it.
Oh, the first thing that I got was fucking not working.
Played up. Chief app integration setup. Learn the basic tutorial. Sounds like you didn't fucking watch this.
Fuck no.
Chat are the customers. Played up with Twitch integration. Lunch rush ain't no joke. Played up with Twitch integration. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So yeah, no,
Everything
you did
looks
it.
the same
You did it
so
wrong.
far.
So these are the
Oh,
things that
let's
Bert
see,
does,
let's
though,
see.
to where he just kind of lets the first few impressions run his entire fucking mood on it. So we're on
Oh,
Apple
definitely.
Podcasts after he finally gave up and stopped being a cunt. We're there. Check us out over on Apple P, and you can listen to us there. Because that is honestly what I used to only listen to my podcast on, was Apple Podcasts. I switched to Spotify last year, I think, because I wanted podcasts to be a part of my Spotify Wrapped. But I didn't listen to enough podcasts for it to even give me any stats. You wouldn't believe it, but there's really not
Damn.
a Wrap when you only listen to one podcast.
Yeah,
I feel like there's fun things you could have done with it, but
probably. Yeah, I know we get a fun one from Spotify, but that's not even related to what you're talking about. But I feel like
we'll get the creator view of it, right?
yeah, I was thinking more like some of our subs have shared it with us, like, yo, you're number one, yo, number whatever the fuck. It's like, yeah, that's pretty cool.
Cool.
Yeah, I used to watch a lot of podcasts, but I don't do that anymore. I probably want to get back to work, but
Yeah, you got a lot of catching up to
we'll
do.
see. Fucking shit ton, yeah.
Yeah, no. So check us out on Apple Podcasts. So we have been busy, Bert and I. We hung out yesterday, and we went and saw Antman and the Wasp: Quantumania, the third Antman. Bert and I held hands, snuck in a Coke Zero via can.
Yeah.
Asked Bert, hey, does this look good in my hood? Put the pop can in my hood in the hoodie. He's like, yeah, it's pretty sus. I'm like, hey,
It's bad.
but we walked in and had no problems with it. Bert and I shared popcorn. I put jelly beans in my pocket, not even in the wrapper whatsoever. I
clean.
literally dumped fucking jelly beans in my hand and then threw them in my pocket.
That was a pretty cool move. I haven't seen that
Yeah.
one before.
So that's like
Yeah.
dumping a whole bag in your mouth and just slowly chewing them throughout the fucking movie.
Oh, yeah. Whole hamster
Yeah.
move.
So we went and saw Ant-Man and the Wasp. So And we enjoyed it. We liked it. It was definitely not the worst Marvel movie of all time. Pretty sure Ant Cock and the fucking Wasp whore is literally tied for the lowest rated Marvel movie of all time via Rotten Tomatoes. So
Which is
I just
insane.
disagree. Yeah, it's like Bert said, that you have to do a lot to be ranked the worst one of all time. But I don't know. Hopefully the Marvel movies continue to get low ratings, so maybe it'll force them to do better, kind of like what we're hoping EA will do with Madden, right?
Yeah, it's definitely like a tool that lets them know that they're doing something wrong.
Exactly. So I don't know. It's not bad if a movie gets rated bad, I guess, for the most part. I'm sure there's situations to where it could be considered bad, but it was all right. You want to know something? Can we not call it Ant-Man and the Wasp anymore? I'm pretty sure she had 14 lines in the entire movie, and that was it. It was all fucking Ant-Man.
Yeah.
It should have been Ant-Man and Kane or something like that. Like, why the fuck did they say Ant-Man and the Wasp? I just realized that. Yeah, I think I was scrubbing my package.
Ant-Man Quantum Mania?
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't sound bad.
Why did
What
you
the fuck?
include the Wasp in it? I don't understand.
Yeah, honestly, the daughter was there
Yeah.
more
Ant-Man and
chick
Ant-Man's
and-
daughter.
than... That's the title. It's a
Yeah,
working title.
fuck. It just, yeah, I don't know. So we could jump into it and we could dive into it. We already kind of did that on our own. I mean, it's just you're another Marvel movie, guys.
That's like bananas visuals.
Yeah, they're always going to
my
have
favorite,
great graphics. This one I thought they did way better with the plot. It wasn't very stereotypical shit. But then it just kind of fell apart at the ending, and there were certain stupid fucking writing points with it as well.
Yeah, I was going to say it's probably because it wasn't as diverse.
Yeah, so they didn't try
That
as
was the
hard.
issue.
Yeah.
It was like 3 white main characters, so that's why I only have 40%.
Yeah.
Like, I was thinking in the bathroom, I was brushing my teeth, and I'm like, I honestly think that I'd say that this was better than Shang-Chi.
Yup.
Like, I'm just going
I would
back in my
agree.
head,
Shang-Chi's
like, the ones that it
probably
would be
my
better
least
than.
favorite Marvel movie, or down there, so
Yeah.
100% agree with
I
you.
like Shang-Chi, but, like, in Marvel standards, it was kind of lame.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
What you guys need to
Yeah.
do, though, is you need to look up Modok. It is Modok. Look up Modok and Ant-Man. That is Bert's fucking
That guy's so
favorite
gay.
fucking character in that entire goddamn movie.
He's my
Bert
fave.
very rarely sees somebody and has instant hate for him, but he sure
Holy
did
fuck.
with Modok here.
He was gay. I didn't even like him in the main movie. Like, that guy's a fuck. And then they made him look retarded. on
Yeah,
top
he
of that.
did
Like, cool.
nothing in this fucking
Just
movie
kidding.
either. It is just
Another
getting...
comedic relief.
Yeah, and then my name is Darren, and I'm not a dick. It's just like that's
Yeah.
almost as cringe as the little kids scene in the fucking Thor movie. It's like, gosh, you guys are just not doing it right. No, it's just stupid. Like, get that honky out of here. They made him out to be this big killer, and he didn't do anything. I don't think he killed a single motherfucker in that entire movie.
Nah.
So, yeah, we watched Ant Horror and his pussy. So, it was all right. It was good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
My favorite,
I thought it was pretty
one of
good.
my favorite things is they go down in the quantum realm, so they're very tiny, right? My favorite thing is like, we gotta get out of here. We gotta get out of here. We gotta get out of here. And I lean over to Bert, and I'm like, why can't Ant-Man just grow out of it?
Yeah. That's always the weird thing with me. It's like, I feel like you'd break shit.
That's
You know, like, what happens when you just, like, go big?
yeah. I mean,
I don't know.
I appreciate
There's so
you
many
being a
science things
critical.
I'm like, what the fuck does this even mean?
You're being a critical thinker on a gay question. It's the same thing. Like if I'm seriously like, yo, what if Ant-Man crawled on Thanos' butt?
What if the real world was actually a quantum realm of a higher one? Oh.
Speaking of fucking simulations, dude, I watched Don't Worry, Darling with my lady the other night, and this is
Did you make this movie?
yeah,
Name it at least.
yeah. That's
You say that all
I know I do. My lady's made me crack down on that too. She says I can only call her that. So kind
there
of
you go.
thought that was cute. Gave her a good wiener and after that. But
There you go.
no, Don't Worry Darling is a movie that came out a year or two ago. It has Florence Pugh in it, the girl from Midsommar. It has Harry Styles in it. It had Chris Pine in it, and everything. It was a big popular movie before it came out, but then a lot of drama came before it came out, and then everybody hated it when it came out. So me and my lady watched it the other day, and I actually really enjoyed this movie. It gave off huge Midsommar vibes, like the music,
It's just
the
that chick, I'm telling
cinematography.
ya.
No, because she was in Black Widow, and she was fine in Black Widow. She was pretty cool
true,
there.
true.
It's just it's just the cinematography. The music is huge, and it gave off that kind of ambiance that Midsommar gave off. Not as creepy, but definitely par for the course. And I don't know, maybe spoiler alert for anybody that wants to watch. Don't worry, darling. Fucking weirdos, but basically. It's taken place in the 1950s and 60s. The aesthetics, the way they dress, the cars, it's all from that time period. And the husbands go to work all day, and the wives stay home, and they cook and they clean, and the husbands come home, and they fuck, and they eat, and they hang out and be merry and things like that. But then Florence Pugh starts questioning things, wondering if things are real or not. And it's kind of like the Truman Show, where everything is all set up a certain way. Almost. There's not necessarily actors in it, but it makes you think like it's all like I thought it was all government ran. It was some Project Ultra shit where they were testing on humans and sci-fi shit like that. The end of the movie is so fucking far-fetched. It's literally all a simulation. She's literally in the fucking Matrix pretty much. And it all happened because her husband stayed at home all day and didn't have a job. And his wife went and worked 30-hour shifts. And she came home and had to sleep for 6 hours and go back and work more as a fucking surgeon. So he forced her into a simulation so then she could be happy. I'm like, really? That's it? That's it. That's it.
That's kind of.
And the husband's leaving every day. We're them leaving the simulation and going to work in the real world so they could pay for the simulation to happen, and then they would just go back into the simulation and drive home to their wives and stuff like that. That's all it was.
Huh. That's kind of an odd premise.
Yeah. So the weird thing is.
Kind
She
of.
found out she was in a simulation. She's like, what the fuck? He's like, you didn't like your life. But she's like, it was a life I chose, though. Like, what the fuck? And I look at my lady, and I'm like, he's saying this is all for her. You worked too hard. I gave you a life that you could have, like, that you were excited with, the one that you were happy in. This is how you're going to treat me? Excuse me? You're going to tell me that the best simulation you can do for a woman is put her in 1950s and 60s America? Are you kidding me? That's like
Yeah, there you go.
taking an African American and putting them in the same era almost. No, they got it a little worse, I think. I think women were a little better off. But are you serious? That is what you're going to do? You're going to take your woman out of this life that she chose and went to school for a very long time. Brain surgery, that's a big one. And you're going to tell me that you did this for her? You literally made her cook and clean and suck your cock. And then you're going to say I did this for you? Huh?
Yep. No, I think you hit the nail on the head.
What the fuck? That's like taking a fucking fish into the Sahara Desert simulation because you like to look at cactuses. Like, are you fucking kidding me? It's so goddamn gay.
Yeah.
So,
That's a little fun.
it wasn't a bad movie. I mean, it's the same thing as Ant Horror and the fucking dumb cunt movie that we saw. Everyone talked about how bad it was, and then it turned into something. I was like, you know what, this maybe when you lower people's expectations low enough, it makes it a little bit better. So hopefully we get more shit like that.
I've definitely heard of that before.
Yeah, go in with low expectations so you can be surprised.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on the movie. After we watched the Marvel movie, though, what else did we do, Bert?
Yeah, we went back to Berg's joint and fired up the Xbox and threw up the UFC fight in an extremely legitimate manner. And me and my college buddies have a website that we like to go to enjoy our media, and I throw it up, and it's being a whore. And then we go to one of the other websites that we like to use, and that one was fucked, but it worked. It worked, so we got the UFC running. We're watching some of the fights and shit, and then it starts going in and out, and I'm getting pissed off. Actually, I don't remember the order this exactly went in. I don't know. There was something gay going on.
So we were
It was
trying to
fucking
use a
cutting out or some shit.
123movies.esque website to watch this thing. Bert ended up,
This is back alley.
but I think, hang on, we can't brush
Spoil it all.
over this.
Yeah, I remember last time I brought this up, you were pretty adamant. You're like, but it's called pay-per-view.
Mhm.
And I was bitching about it. I'm like, dude, like ESPN, they market it as you buy this ESPN Plus to have access. Pay attention to the words I use right now, and I'll allude to them later.
Yeah, he's using his
to give you
fingers.
access. I'm literally doing the okay sign with both my hands, and I'm fucking in the air. ESPN Plus gives you access to the UFC fights, or to the UFC pay-per-views. And I'm like, okay, cool. I mean, shit, this is a fucking steal.
Yeah.
$9 a month, dude.
Yeah.
I should have done the math in my fucking head. Whatever. I had some money on Google because I guess I bought apps in the past and I redeemed it. I'm like, shit, I got like a fucking, $2 or $3 I redeemed. So why not? Let's get ESPN Plus. We'll have it legitimate and we'll run it up. It'll be nice HD and everything on Burger's fucking stinky Xbox and stinky TV. Like, we're chilling. And then so I buy it and log in on the fucking sketchy ass fucking Microsoft Edge on the Xbox. Like, yeah, ESPN Plus, okay, sign it in, put in my email, my password. And I go over to UFC. I'm like, yeah, here we go. John Jones versus fucking Ganu or some shit.
Gandhi.
Yeah, and I click on it. And it's like, yeah, if you want to watch this, you got to pay, jackass. And it just rushed over me. I'm like, just rage. I look over and I'm biting the controller. I'm just freaking out. It's $80 fucking bucks.
Gosh, it's such a ripoff.
And then I get on my phone and I go on to Google and I'm like, what do I get with ESPN Plus? And I look it up and it says, it's highlighted, you gain access to the pay-per-views.
Basically, they're giving you permission to buy it.
Yeah.
Like,
you can't even you can't even put it in your cart unless you have an ESPN Plus membership. Holy fucking shit. Now, I could see maybe if you're like a sports honky and you want all these cute ESPN Plus articles for fantasy football, fantasy basketball, whatever, watch basketball clips, because I know they have like college games and shit on there that you probably have to pay for too. I don't know. I didn't fucking click on them or nothing, but I was blown away. So I immediately went back on my phone and I fucking canceled it. Like, you guys are being fucks. This is horseshit. Cool, thanks. And I almost bought it a while ago because it was the website's being.
Aren't
gay.
you glad you didn't, by the way?
Yeah, and then I finally caved into it this time. I was so confident too. This is like, I know you do this about some stuff where you're like, there's no way. It's like logic, like you just lean on that logic. And then it's like, yeah, there's obviously, I can't think of a fucking example because I'm gay, but like, of course they wouldn't do this thing because it's like, logically. Yeah, and then you trace it back and it's like, actually, you just get access to be able to buy it. Hey, Dana White, you're gay. Whatever hockey's marketing this shit, fuck yourself. Get fucked, buddy.
Yeah, they're so greedy. He's like, yeah, I fucking hate it when the pirating is going to ruin the UFC and things like that. And I'm just like, well, maybe you should up your charges a little bit more then, buddy.
And the in-person seats are fucking retardedly expensive. It's like nice seats there are like fucking $15,000 or some gay shit. It's like the fucking Super Bowl every single fucking week. And they're charging $80 a fucking pay-per-view oh, fuck. No thanks. It's like the only way you can really make a pay-per-view worth it is if you have like fucking 8 buddies to split it. So it's $10 a person or whatever, and you go hang out at Jim's house, buy some pizza, and fucking watch the games. It's like, what the fuck? It's gay.
Yeah, no, so you pay $80 just for the fight to end in 2 minutes. It's just like, I'm sure you're going to say something like you're paying for all the multiple fights. You know for a fact no one cares about all these other ones, at least not to the point of the big one here. So
yeah, no, it's probably worth it for the big UFC nerds.
And charge them 80.
Yeah, fuck that.
Don't fucking charge us noobs.
Exactly. And then, like, really, if you do think about it, it's still fucking retarded expensive. I can pay not even $60 for like a brand new game, but I can buy a game for like $15 on Steam and play that for over. Or here's a better one: I can buy Dota. Oh no, wait, that's free. And put fucking thousands of hours in it. Yeah, suck my nuts, buddy. But it is like 4.5 hours, 5 hours of. Actually, it started at 6 and ended at fucking 1 or midnight or something. So it's like 6 hours of content. That's pretty good. But
it don't matter.
Still.
2 NFL games are for free. Nice try. Next.
True. Yeah, I just turn on cable. And
there is no fucking reason that you can justify spending that kind of money on a UFC fight.
Much. That's actually so much. It's like, wait, why would I spend $80 when I can watch it for free? Yeah. Now, I did think my roommates were cheap bastards when they're like, what the fuck? We're not paying for this shit. I'm like, dude, ESPN Plus is $10.
Yeah,
just
y'all are gay. Y'all are gay.
You're being gay.
Yep. Yeah. So I love that you literally have to pay something in order to pay for something. It's like having to pay to wait in line at McDonald's just so you can pay for your order.
Exactly. It's like some fucking dystopian shit. Yeah, it's like, well, you have to, or it's like the fucking mafia tax. It's like you have to pay for us to not break into your store and kick your ass. It's like, what? Like, just don't do that. What do you mean? You're gay. It's like, oh my God. Because you can probably just go to fucking UFC.com or whatever the fuck and watch it right off their website. But it's like, maybe you can't. Maybe ESPN is like the place you go. I don't know.
Yeah. No, they ended up fucking it over, fucking everyone over. Then they get mad when you try to fuck them over. So
yeah, it's like, okay, buddy. But I mean, like, they gotta. Otherwise, everybody just fucking steal it. So they're gonna be like, oh, we're gonna fucking kick your ass. Yeah, whatever, buddy.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So, yeah, that was our night. That was our Saturday. So, it was cute. Have to do it again sometime.
Yeah.
All right, so last week and the week before, we have been doing a little top 5 segment where one of the co-hosts brings a subject, a top 5 of something, and the other co-host has to try to guess as many in that top 5 as possible. We've heard from our viewers that you guys do enjoy this section, and Bert and I really enjoy doing it as well. It's just a cute little thing that we do just to kind of start some conversations and see where each other's knowledge is on some of these topics. So week 1 we did this, which was a couple weeks ago. We did top 5 MCU movies rated by Rotten Tomato scores. And then Bert brought one last week saying top 5 languages spoken in the world. So these conversations these top 5 lists are over all kinds of topics.
Everywhere.
It is not limited to one thing. Sometimes they'll take up a good chunk of the show. Sometimes they won't take up that much at all. So, the first time we did this, Bert sucked absolute cock at it. Tater was talking to me about this. And then the second time we did it, Tater thought it was just so cool. Like, it's just so interesting that I just rattled off the top 3, one right after another, got a couple wrong, and then got 4 and 5 after that. So that just shows how much of a fucking idiot this guy is. So we will see if Bert can redeem himself with this next top 5 list. So
Spoiler alert, I won't.
Yeah, he'll do bad. Give me, as of 2023, the top 5 artists on Spotify.
Oh, fuck.
The list is actually top 10 most streamed artist of all time 2023 update.
Yeah.
But we're only doing the top 5. Give me the top 5 most streamed artist on Spotify. And ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be bad.
This is going to be bad.
There is one on here that I don't think you're going to fucking guess. And I am surprised too. Is number 1 here.
Is BTS up there?
BTS?
Yeah. Okay, that means no.
Question mark? Is that what you said?
BTS
is 10.
Wow.
They barely made this list that I got.
Okay. Since 2023?
No, not since 2023. As of 2023.
Oh, so like not super.
The
new
top.
stuff.
I'm literally asking you who's the top 5 listened artist on Spotify of all time. That's all it is. The 2023 is irrelevant. That is just when the list was
this
made.
is much more doable. So, Justin Bieber's up there, right?
Nope.
Is Beyonce up there?
Nope.
Bullshit.
This is doable. Gets 2 that aren't on the list. Justin Bieber's 6. Beyonce's not even in the top 10.
Eminem's up there, right?
He's number 8.
Is this going to be your cringe thing? What about fucking Elvis?
Yeah, of course it is. No, he's probably not even in the top 20,000. I don't know.
How about
Wipe a tear.
Michael Jackson?
Nope. Not even top 10.
What? How about the Beatles?
Nope. Not even top 10.
Wait, did you say on Spotify?
Yeah, he sure did.
Oh,
Don't know what else it could be.
Are Suicide Boys up there?
No, my God. Come on. Holy shit. You're telling me that you think the Suicide Boys are going to be in the top 5 most listened people on Spotify in the history of the existence of the app? The Suicide Boys?
Oh, I actually do know one that's up there. If it's not up there, I'm done. Imagine Dragons?
No, they're not even top 10.
What? You specifically told me they were like fucking huge.
Yeah, they are. I showed you they're like number 12 or something, or number 14 or 18 or something.
What the fuck?
That's not a bad guess, but I don't know if I'd be like, yo, I know these guys are on here.
Dude, what the fuck? Dude, this is fucked. Do I know anybody else?
Yes.
How
You know
about-
all 5 of these, maybe 4 of them. There's one that I never heard of before.
How about T-Swift?
Yep, she's number 3. There you go. You finally got somebody on the list.
Okay. You said Rihanna wasn't up there, Drake, none of them.
I didn't say anything about those artists, actually, because you didn't guess them.
I said Rihanna, didn't I?
Nope.
Yes, I did.
You did
I
not. You
said
said Beyonce.
Well, they're the same in my head.
Yeah. So, you guessing Rihanna?
Yeah.
No, she's not on here.
Okay. Rihanna for the fucking Super Bowl. She's not on there?
Don't know if she could break the top 10 of all time due to one
Damn.
day. She probably had an increase in stuff, but not top 10.
How about...
You did guess somebody, though, like just a minute ago.
What the fuck?
Mm-hmm. You did say someone's name that was on the list.
Eminem.
That's not Taylor Swift.
T-Swift.
Nope, you said one.
Drake?
Yep, he is number 1.
What?
Yep.
Yo, Drake is mid.
I know.
What?
Yeah, that's what I was saying when you and you said Rihanna and Drake's not on there. Like, what the fuck? No. What?
What?
Why did you combine Rihanna and Drake together?
Rihanna's in my head.
But why did you just randomly throw out the number 1 guy on the list?
I don't know.
Yeah, Drake is number 1.
Drake's number 1.
Yep, that one surprised me. This must have changed recently because last year I saw who was number 1.
Dude, I
And
swear you fucking
they're no
told
longer
me
up there.
Imagine Dragons was popping.
They were fucking number 12 on the planet's pretty fucking good, Bert. I don't
guess
know
that's
why
not
you're like,
bad.
that's mid.
I guess that's not bad.
Your queer Bring Me the Horizon fucking homos aren't
Yo.
on there.
I know, I was thinking AC/DC. They're not on there.
How would you know? You cheating now?
No. No, it's just ACD. Okay, if Eminem and Michael Jackson and none of
We're
them are on
talking
there.
Spotify. Like, you got to realize
know,
this
that's
is
what I'm
like
trying to
like
narrow it
new
back down
music.
to.
Like, we're not talking about all time here. Yeah, Michael Jackson's
That
pretty
is of all
fucking
time, isn't it?
popular, but not on
Or just 'cause
Spotify.
Spotify's like
Spotify is the big thing that you're
8 years
forgetting
ago.
here. Yeah, Michael Jackson's been dead for a long time. Not to the point to where he's irrelevant, but not top 10 on Spotify.
Jack Johnson?
I don't really want to do this anymore if you're going to keep being gay.
He's a big one. He's not big. The Beatles aren't on there. I still can't believe BTS is that low.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if this would have
This
been
is
like
top 10, so maybe because they're kind of newish. I don't know.
I don't know if I know anybody else.
You
I was
do.
thinking the big ones.
Yep,
Like
not big
fucking-
enough.
Like Biggie Smalls and Tupac.
Oh, my God. You're...
Who else is Big M?
that.
Ooh,
It's
ooh.
like...
How about 50 Cent?
Okay, so...
Another big
Do you have any,
rapper.
like, are you going to keep wasting my time, or are we going to actually play the game here? What do you mean? Like,
I
what do you
listen
mean?
to
Like,
gay
oh, yeah,
music,
50
dude.
Cent's going to be up there. Yeah, 50 Cent. Yeah, like, he's
was on-
totally going to be up there.
ooh,
Michael
Maroon
Jackson's
5?
not on there, but fucking 50
No,
Cent.
Maroon
Oh,
5?
yeah. No,
Oh,
that's not a
what's that other
bad
guy?
guess.
What's that other guy? I'm just thinking of the fucking Super Bowl people. Ed Sheeran, he's a big one.
Yep.
I thought he was number
4.
one.
He was. He
Yo, homie's dropping
was.
stock.
That's what I literally saw him because Spotify tells you like what place people are in,
Oh.
and Ed Sheeran was one.
Did I say she wouldn't be up there? I was going to say Billie Eilish.
No, that's not a bad guess though.
Who the
But you
fuck
got
else
3
is
out of
big?
5.
I knew something like this was going to come up, and I was going to shit everywhere.
But I think you definitely could guess one more, but I think that's pretty much going to top it off for you.
There's
So-
like no rappers on that fucking list.
Eminem's at 8. Post Malone, you didn't guess. He's at
Oh.
9.
I bet if this was done a couple years ago, that would look totally different.
I'm sure. That's
Which is
how
weird.
growth works.
None of these people are new.
Yeah. Some of them are.
What?
Yeah. So number 5 is The Weeknd.
That's
number
who I.
4.
That was the cocksucker from the bowl I wanted to say.
Yeah, I was
forgot his
waiting for you to
name.
say it, but you didn't.
God
Number
damn it.
4 is Ed Sheeran. Number 3 is Taylor Swift. Number 2 is Bad Bunny.
Who the fuck is that?
Don't
I figured there's gonna
know.
be a bunch of like fucking like trap fucking shit ass music in here.
Yeah, fucking queers.
I was gonna say Cardi B.
And number 1 is Drake. So I checked a couple of
Damn.
different lists too. I was like, no way, Bad Bunny's on there. Get fucked. No, he's not. But
It's a
I checked
dude.
a couple of different. I checked a couple of different lists.
Yo, it's a dude.
Yep, I'm looking at another list right now. Top 10
What's
most
Bad
streamed
Bunny do?
artist of all time.
Hmm.
Yep, no, multiple lists are saying that exact same list in order.
Hmm.
Kind of gay. Where's this music going?
For
The
real.
youth don't know.
Dude, I low
music.
key thought you were gaming me right now, but then when you said Spotify, I'm like, this is gonna be fucking Elvis.
Mhm.
Cool, making a point. He's number 1 or some shit. I'm like, God damn it.
Mhm.
That's good.
Spotify posted some stuff for 2022,
Yeah.
which is a little bit different, but this isn't all time.
Hmm.
Yeah, listening trends of 2022. But that does bring me to my next short point I had. Then I'll let you talk now because it's your podcast as well.
No, it ain't.
So you should participate. I looked into this. Because, I jerk off all the time. Just in general. But
right. Makes sense.
I jerk off the stat that Elvis is the highest selling solo artist of all time.
Just text on a page,
Yeah, like I text you that. Good morning, all, and just remember Elvis is the top selling artist of all time.
Remember Elvis is king.
Yeah, so I looked into it a little bit, and I'm like, how does this kind of fare in today's music sales culture? Because how music is sold nowadays is not the same way they did it back in the day, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even different than how it was done 10, 15 years ago. Very different. So I was kind of starting to think, maybe there's an at-risk after this after this stat, because singers and bands aren't making as much money because people aren't buying their shit. They're streaming it.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense, right? Like, well, of course Elvis sold more. People actually bought his shit. People now listen to Spotify.
Yeah.
So I did some Googling. And just so you know, there is a formula to make these even. And I was completely fucking wrong. It's actually easier to sell your music nowadays than it was back in my boy's time. So allow me to continue roasting.
Yeah.
Apparently, they say something like when you have so many listens or so many downloads, it is considered a sale or something like that. I can't remember the exact thing.
Oh, okay.
But it's like $1 for every 1,000 downloads or something like that, or 1,000 listens, and things like that. So, they have formulas like the people that verify record sales and things like that have formulas for different platforms. They have it for YouTube, they have it for Spotify, they have it for Apple Music, etc., etc. So they literally have formulas for this many listens or this many downloads equals a sale. You know what I mean? Now, I'm not saying this verbatim. I might have the exact terminology incorrect, but the point I'm trying to come across is the same. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you want, I can give you the exact statistics on it.
I get what you're saying.
I think you get what I'm saying. So I looked into this, and people are saying, yeah, it's actually easy for people to have higher sales now because their music is very more reachable. And also on top of that, people had to go out into the stores and go out to the malls and go through the magazine orders and catalogs to get this music. Now you literally pull up your phone and they can listen to it.
Yeah, I was thinking of that kind of with like Apple back in the day when you used to, before Spotify days.
Yeah, back in the day, but also you
$10 album instantly.
Yeah, or not $10, $20, $30. They were expensive. I remember being a kid going through the CD stores and wanting to get all of these CDs, but I couldn't do it because I didn't have the money for it.
Spotify really is a game changer.
No, it is, and it makes it easier for people to get recognized, and it makes it easier for them to get sales. Now, I'm saying recognize. I'm not saying it's easier to get famous nowadays. It probably honestly is now that I think about it. I don't think it was easy to get famous back in the 50s. But it's probably very difficult actually for many people. So yeah, it's actually easier. So yeah, you fuckers could catch up to my boy. You're not though.
Because you're bad.
You're not. Yeah.
Try harder.
You're not. So I'm eager to see how this changes it. Do I think his record's untouchable? Do I think it will ever be beaten? I think it's definitely possible. I'm not saying it's untouchable. And things like that. And I really don't know, in all honesty, like how much weight does that argument hold? I think it holds a lot. I think it's more of a technicality that it's a one-all, be-all record. I'm sure you could argue it in some point, right? But in all honesty, it's a huge deal, but Is it unbreakable? Is it untouchable? We'll see. All I know is no one else has ever done it.
Mm-hmm.
All I know is nobody else has gotten even fucking close to it. Do you think Taylor Swift is going to have as longevity of a career as Elvis did, as Michael Jackson did, as the Beatles did? I don't know.
Couldn't tell you. We're not necessarily at the beginning, but it's an ongoing process. Yeah.
Yeah, and I also think music is just so different nowadays. Not even in how it sounds, but how it's in our culture. It's a part of our culture now.
It's a business.
There's really,
too.
I can't
that
say
doesn't
there's
mean
so
anything, sorry.
many, there's not too many revolutionary things happening in music now.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like Elvis changed music forever. The Beatles changed music forever. AC/DC, Michael Jackson, Kurt Cobain, all of these guys came in and revolutionized it. Right now, T Swift ain't doing nothing new.
Nah.
I ain't taking this away from these artists. They're still talented, but it's just
kind of like an oversaturated market kind of a thing.
At this
where
point,
it's
it
like-
is, and that doesn't mean a bad thing either.
No, not at all.
But
You just need
it's
to do more
just-
to stand out.
yeah, and I don't like how much more is it going to change? Now, I'm not going to sit here and be like, I just don't know how music can sound different, because I'm sure they said that in the 50s and in the 60s and the 70s. You look at how drastically music changed from each decade, even from 2000s to 2010s. You know, early 2000s was fucking Backstreet Boys and fucking Smash Mouth and Nickelback, like, you know what I mean? And all those other punk rock bands like Green Day and Linkin Park and all of that shit. And now, today, like, we got Drake and Ed Sheeran and Taylor Swift and all those fuckers. You know, Boy with Uke, so...
Mm-hmm. True.
I heard a motherfucker listening to his music yesterday in the parking lot. Literally
was
almost
freaking.
cried. Went right to my playlist and played the same song. Didn't even think twice about it.
Mm-hmm.
That's another thing that's getting really bad. I have such a fucking crush on that guy. I don't know why. I fucking love that fucker's music so much.
Yeah.
I love that fucker's music.
Yeah, at this point I go more for like, wow, my belly's making funny noises.
That's what
yeah,
you go
he has
for?
Yeah, no, he has a very particular sound.
Yeah, and I
Like,
think that's
look
cool.
For, like, that's kind of what I look for a lot of times.
Yeah, uniqueness or something like that.
Yeah, where it's almost like a lot of people are like, yeah, I just like this one artist. Which, I mean, that's kind of maybe a little bit of what you're saying. I mean, like, I don't know. I look for certain sounds, and he has like a nice sound that is across all of his music. Like, sometimes people get very experimental and they start doing fucking crazy shit, and I'm like, this is bad.
Yeah,
Like,
he
you have one
definitely
good
has a
song,
style. Yeah.
But he's one of those people who like finds a niche and he can like fit it really well.
I think it's just nice to kind of have like a real poppy indie vibe
kinda
to
chill.
it. Like the
Yeah.
whole like ukulele thing is pretty fucking cool. How he can mix that into pop music, I think that's really cool. You wouldn't fucking like next. This can be Boy with harmonica.
Yeah.
And he has a very aesthetic vibe to him too. Like if you watched any of his music videos or any of his TikToks and things like that, it's just very chill vibes that I fucking love. Like you've known that I love that kind of chill vibe kind of stuff. Like that's something that is what I usually listen to, chill poppy vibes. Like I said, Elvis is a huge fucking outlier in the terms of music that I listen to.
Yeah.
Like, I listen to him, but other than that, everything else is, like, pretty much the exact kind of music, but different
I low
angles at it.
Like, I like that kind of music in a certain way, but, like, I need... I don't know. I like hearing the emotion in people's voices. Like, I like when they fucking... Not screaming, because screaming is just, like, fucking...
You're just like rock more, man. I mean,
autistic,
that's...
but-
And there's nothing wrong
See,
with
it's
that.
not even... Well, yeah.
It is very, very much rock.
Yeah, but
People
it's like
can
even...
give a lot of emotion in their voices and not fucking be screaming.
Yeah. It's... I don't even know exactly why I brought that up, because then it just sounds this way, but it's like... Yeah, that's the biggest thing.
Well, that's your favorite kind of music. It doesn't mean that's the only thing you fucking like.
I just like getting pumped up.
Well, yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
I do. I think a lot of people like getting pumped up, but
Yeah.
it's
But that like
there's different ways to pump you up, kind of thing.
Yeah. I think the chill music's good for like when I'm doing homework or shit. Like that's when I'd put something like
Well,
that on.
I just like music that mixes into with what I am doing. If I can just go to work and have it in the background, I enjoy it. If I can just study and do it, that's fine. Like usually with when I'm working out, I'm with somebody, I'll have one headphone in and then another ear available so I can hear people around me. I'm not doing it for the music, really. The only time I really focus on the music is A, I'm running hard and I'm trying to fucking get my goddamn mind off of it, or B, I might be lifting like a heavy weight and I'm trying to go into it. But other than that, I'd rather just chill and talk with people as well and get my weight my lifts in as well. So if that's what I want my music to do, is kind of
Break up.
just kind of break up the silence, like
Yeah.
not be quiet. Usually I always have something on Spotify going when we do this, and I have some like a emancipator type of music in the background or something like that. But then, like we said, I wouldn't just listen to Emancipator on my own. Like that is very much background music. It's fucking weird if I'm driving or and I'm gonna have that in the background. I feel like I'm gonna drive into a fucking tree or something.
Too chill.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, he at the end of the day, Boy with UK has a really cool vibe, really chill vibe, and he's like a kid too. He's like 21 years old. Like I watch his TikTok lives all the time, and he sounds like just a fucking kid.
Yeah.
Like he literally sounds like our cousin's best friend or something like that. Like he could be friends with him. And usually I hate that shit. I hate them little fuck boys, but he's just pretty down to earth, chill, kind of dude. So yeah, you guys can look him up. It's Boy with BOY with and then UKE. That is it. If you haven't seen him yet, you guys are not gonna like it probably and think it's gay. Everybody I've showed his music to, like, he's all right, man. He's dope. I mean, yeah. So, but guess what? Ain't the first time I found somebody I really like music wise, and I show him to other people, and I ain't the biggest fan. So,
See, when you showed me to him, I just immediately imagined like that's the kind of shit that I hear on the radio. I'm like, yeah, that guy's it's like the kind of music that's made to be popular.
that's what his start was. Is he would make like minute-long songs where he would post a song, and then somebody would say, and he'd be like, "What should my next song be about?" And then somebody would like, "Could you do one about toxic friends, or could you do one about being a rebound or something like that?" So then he'd make like a little minute-long song, and then they started getting more traction for views and stuff because he makes good music, whether or not it's for you.
Oh yeah.
If you don't like it, it's good quality music, and the motherfucker's literally doing it on his iPad and GarageBand, and he's making fucking bangers. So, and then I think that's kind of how he started taking off. He had songs starting to go viral, and then he turned it into albums that he would release on Spotify, and then he has over 9 million followers on Spotify. Like,
Yeah. He's not doing bad.
Yeah, I looked it up. Your fucking homos, the Bring Me Horizon, have 11 million. So nice job. Some random fucking TikTokers about to pass him.
I don't think 9 mil is necessarily anything to scoff at, but
Neither is 11 million. Oh, that's what I'm saying. Like your band is like been an established band for a long time now.
yeah.
And it's just cool that you can have a video go viral on TikTok, and now you're starting to pass established bands on Spotify because you're getting like a legit following with everything. So it's pretty cool. And it just takes a little iPad and GarageBand. That's what we hoping for TikTok, huh?
For real.
And it's just also cool to see like a song that he just released a song called "I Don't Think We Can Be Friends," that I have watched that journey come across. Like I'm just scrolling through his videos, and the top one is him doing a minute-long song of it, and next thing you know, he turns it into an actual song and releases it on Spotify.
That's pretty cool seeing the process.
Like seeing the process. He makes songs. Some people are like, yo, you got to make this into a real one. And they just die. They only stay at a TikTok video. Then other times they do turn into actual songs at the end of the day.
Yeah.
It's what I wish I could do. I wish I could just start fucking making random ass songs like that.
I know. It's pretty fun to just like try and throw stuff together. But I've even had that where I've been trying to make art stuff for one of my buddies, and it's like I get halfway through it and I'm like, this just looks like shit. I think that's genuinely one of the biggest hurdles, maybe not necessarily just for me, but probably other people too. But it's like, just go on with the process. It might look like shit, but you can like even out the edges and shit and make it look good in the end. Where it's like sometimes you're just gonna say fuck it. But I don't know. That's an issue I always have.
Yeah, art's a bitch.
It's fucking tough. It's like
I
was
just
telling
be
you.
Jealous.
Like, I see that shit in Marvel. No, and I was also thinking, it's like, it doesn't matter who made it up. Okay, and like the fucking people with the comic book, whatever. Somebody, that came out of somebody's brain. And some of that shit is fucking insane. It's not even just like, oh, we have living houses and shit, but like some of these creatures look fucking bananas. And it's all coming together. I'm like, what the fuck? Stuff like that's crazy. I just get jealous. I'm like, damn, this is amazing. This whole ass world.
I just wish I could do that. I'll pick up a guitar and I'm like, boy, I wish I could do something fucking cool with this. Instead, I'm gay.
Yeah.
All right. What other things did you want to bring up?
Yeah, so I was upstairs with my mom today doing a little commish for one of our Discord people, doing a little art thing. And she puts on some TV in the background, and it was fucking soaps. Like, cool, okay, whatever. And I was just drawn away. And sometimes I just like background music and all that, or background noise. So I'm like, oh, whatever, the TV, that's cool. Just hanging out on the couch, drawn away. And I started to, listen to the fucking TV show a little bit more. It was drawing me away from this. And now back in the day when I was younger, my mom always watches soaps, and sometimes I'd be up there and I'm like, ooh, this is kind of interesting. I'm like, yo, did Rebecca really just talk shit about this? Just fucking gay shit. And I'd ask my mom, like, yo, is this for real? Wait, so that guy's like married to the, whatever, I'm gay. But I don't know what she's watching now, but god damn, whoever's fucking writing these soaps, I think might be the same people that are writing for these Gears of War and fucking Marvel characters, dude.
Yeah, I like Bert just goes up and he's like, yo, soap operas are so gay, as he sits down next to his mom and crisscross applesauce and watches.
Dude, I don't, like, it's even like, speaking of art, which it doesn't deserve to be called art. Okay, these fucking honky ass soaps and Madden. And Madden is what I was leading into. Of like, I love that video you sent me where they're like, yeah, your fucking contract's running out, EA. With the fucking
double middle
NFL.
fingers.
Yeah.
Hey, cunts.
Yeah, like you're gonna have to pull it out. Like hit the
Our
gas,
cousin was
motherfucker.
right. They are going to be swinging for the fences in 2024. They are going to try to revamp the shit out of that. And then our cousin's like, I'm boycotting, not buying it. And I'm like, it's a little late for that. And if anything, this is the time to buy it.
If it's good, if it's actually good, yeah. I mean, we're gonna buy it regardless. But
Yeah, of course.
that's the thing that absolutely sucks is like it does scratch an itch from time to time when it works, which it doesn't work, but when it works. It's like I even noticed some shit. It's like it's not even, like you said, it's not even just the defenders that fucking do it, but like even the opposing team's offense. It's catching balls like in coverage where like my guys would drop it. Whatever.
Or you fumble it and they just force suck it into their hands.
That shit was so bad.
Yeah.
It's just like there's so much stupid shit where it's like you think of it and it's like nobody fucking approved this. Like, it's probably some honky getting paid fucking $10 an hour in a fucking sweatshop. It's 115 fucking degrees. They got 99 PCs in here. Like, who's writing these fucking scripts? It's like this character, okay, I don't know if they were trying to go for some nerdy guy or something, but he's like, yeah, no, I was thinking about it. And it was just the way that he said it. It wasn't even nerdy. It was just like socially inept. And he's supposed to be like some big Chad character or some shit.
Socially inept. Quit talking about yourself like that, Bert.
I know. That's always the one thing I bring it back to. I'm like, if I'm seeing this, like if I'm aware enough of how fucking retarded this guy sounds, like it's bad. Like I don't know if it's bad acting, and this is like some fucking C-rated soap opera that my mom's watching or what, but it's like, there's so many combinations of shits. It's like, how did this get passed? Like, how's this the final cut that I'm seeing on TV? This guy's like, yeah, according to my calculations, I really shouldn't have, my son here. It was that kind of vibe when I'm like, just be a guy.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
yeah.
It's
Be
like the person,
normal. It's like when we have
Yeah.
someone talk with an accent. Can you not talk that way? Stop.
Yeah.
I don't
it's
know
like-
what you're doing right now, but it's fucking gay.
This is
Did you
weird,
say
dude.
it's gay?
Dude, you're being gay.
You're being gay right now.
English. Yeah. It's like, it's fucked though. It's like, not everybody needs to be a character. I don't know. It's like this fucking nerd. He's not even being a nerd. It's just so hard to explain.
Do they want him to
much
have
attention,
does
but
he
it's
have
like,
a hog? Ask yourself this. Does this character have a hog? Is this why he's being like this?
Yeah, is he compensating for something, or is he
Yeah.
really just doesn't give a fuck?
What's going on here?
It's just weird. And then it's so cute. You hear all these people, like I have some buddies who are like, yeah, I want to be a game dev and I want to get into this and go there and try and make a change. And then it's like you get in there and you just fucking be a part of the machine. You're like, fuck it. Who gives a fuck? Just make the fucking ball teleport to his hand. You don't need to animate it. I don't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you're working fucking 15-hour days. It's like, I don't care. Like, I want to go home and jerk off and watch fucking Antman and the cock. I don't care. This is gay.
Antman and the stupid fucking whore, whatever that movie was called.
Yeah. Antman.
Yeah.
Antman and Kane. Antman. Whatever.
Yeah. Ant penis and the whore. The whore slut.
It's gay. Yeah.
Whatever her gash face was named.
It's gay. It's so fucking dumb. I don't know how people get away with it.
Mm-hmm.
That's really just got to be what it is, though. It's just somebody who fucking cares.
Yeah.
It's like I do my homework. My teacher, I think I said it already, but it's like somebody in class raised their hand and they're like, hey, professor, on this first exam we have, is it okay? Like, is this open note? And this is like a burger answer. She's like, don't ask me that question.
Middle finger.
She's like, I don't want to know what you do because I don't want to have to get you in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
She basically was saying, Google it. I don't fucking care. She's like, do what you gotta do to pass, dude.
Tell you what, you can cheat, you can Google, you can pull your phone out and fucking look up the answers. Just don't let me see it, because if I do, I'm going to have to do something. Let it be known that it has nothing to do with you. It's because if I don't do something, if I know about it, then I get in trouble.
Yeah. It's so gay. I low-key kind of like the teacher, but I don't go to her class anymore. It's just gay. She talks about her fucking grandpa or some shit all the time. I'm like, okay. I came here to learn about sociology. She's like, well, you see, it really does wrap into sociology. You see, because it's like Neil deGrasse Tyson. Because really, at the center of every star, you have this thing, and it wraps back together with. I'm like, okay. Then we have some exam on nothing that it's related to. It's like, whatever.
Well, you're almost done with school anyway, so don't worry.
True, I know. And then I'm bugging about fucking about work. I think that's gonna be okay though.
Yeah, you're going to quit 3 months into it, buddy.
Yeah. Once I asked my mom if they normally have ovens in the hotel, and she looked at me like I was retarded. I'm like, uh-oh.
I could have told you that. Why would an oven have why would a hotel have an oven in it?
See, and I
Why
just
would an
think
oven
in
have a
my
fucking
head,
hotel in it, dude? You idiot. Both
Dude,
questions
what
are
the
valid.
fuck are you even
Yeah.
thinking about this?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I did want to give you guys a quick update on the Survivor org that your daddy is in. We are in. We are 1 week into it. Actually, we are 9 days into this, and your boy is still alive and well. And we just had we just won our challenge, so Tribal Council's coming up, and I will not be there. So we will be making it to a little bit further in this game. As far as specific things go in the game, can't really say too much about it, so come be a spec if you want to come check it out. But I can say comfortably, I'm getting exhausted from this. This thing's an ass kicker. It requires a lot more attention than I thought it would. And there's just a lot of emotional baggage with it as well. I'm ready for it to be over with, is what I'm getting at. I hope I make it as far as I do, but I also wouldn't be disappointed or too upset if it ended anytime soon, too.
Yeah.
There are certain types of people in this that I realized only a certain kind of breed would play on a org through Discord, and I just don't fall into that breed.
Yeah, we've been doing the science on it, thinking about it.
Yeah, we've been thinking about it. This ain't my type of people here. Not saying these people are bad or stupid or anything. They're just not my type of people, and or I'm not their type. I'll even fucking take it in the ass. I'm not their type.
True. 1 out of 18.
Yeah, so I'm going to go with it as much as I can, but it does get exhausting, and you always have these anxieties coming up as well, too. Like, is it going to be me? Are they telling the truth? Are they lying? And things like that. So,
yeah. When you have literally only the information that you're given, like I'm spectating, and I can see bird's eye view of everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I think about it, and I'm like, I'd kind of think of it this way, you know? And then you really get down to it, and I'm like, no. I would have all these different thoughts in my head, and I have no idea which one's which.
Yeah, my big thing is it's not the backstabbing, the lying, and everything like that. It's when I get inside my own head, I am my worst enemy.
What does that mean when they said this? Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just like, hey, you got nothing to worry about. And I told Bert, if God himself told me I didn't have anything to worry about, I think I would still worry about it. It has nothing to do with who said it or what's happening. It's just there's such a huge brain and heart disconnect that my brain, I just get a feeling in my tummy. It's just like, well, what if it's not true? Blah, blah, blah. Dude, it's God telling you it. Yeah, but still, what if, blah, blah. It's just, there's no logic to it at all. Yeah. There isn't. Like, Bert was saying that, like, well, you know, at least, I'm like, Bert, you act like there's logic behind this. It's not. It's fucking stupid. I can't stop this fucking feeling. Like, it's just like, you have cancer. And then all of a sudden they're like, no, you don't. It's just like, yeah, but still, what if I do? Yeah, you know what it's just like, yeah, it's just anxiety. So when I get inside my own head, that is going to be my worst enemy out on the island. So we'll just kind of see how that goes.
Yeah, I have that in the moment, but I feel like I have so much just little autism organisms in my body that they just kill that shit.
Yeah.
So I go to bed and I wake up and I'm like, okay. Then I get blindsided by half my team.
Yeah, yeah,
like,
to an extent. I also feel like you haven't dealt with too many serious anxiety things, too, that stay with you the rest of the night and the next morning. Because this shit is left over. You wake up, you can fall asleep in a puddle, you wake up, you're still in a puddle kind of thing. It just doesn't go away. So if you forget about it, it wasn't as big of a deal for you. Exactly. Yeah. So would be curious to see. Bert has talked about joining his own org after mine is done. So
yeah, I talk mad shit.
Yeah, and
I take big shits.
I hope he does better than me. I can't do any social thing in person in this Discord. This is all over texting and some voice chat, and that is just not where I excel at all. Where Bert can be a pretty big shit talker behind a fucking microphone, as you can tell. He really can, but in person, he turns into a gash.
Yeah.
Big time. So.
Yeah. Definitely.
We'll see how it goes. We'll keep you posted. But anyways, thank you for listening to this episode of the Burton Burger podcast. We're just trying to bring a little bit of the family element to the podcast world. And just remember, it's comedy. Calm down, pussies.
Yeah. I'm like, wait a minute. Shit. Yeah, no. Fucking chill, okay?
Yeah, quit being gay. Gosh.
Yeah, relax, man. We're just having fun, baby.
That's all we are doing. So other than that, check out our links in the description down below, and we shall see all of you lovely people in the next episode. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Whatever hockey's marketing this shit, fuck yourself. Get fucked, buddy.